Hi there, Barry Staver, the storyteller with a camera. Today we're going to talk about flash photography. That's kind of the elephant in the room, isn't it, as we've transitioned into mirrorless. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a hybrid photographer. I'm shooting stills and video and audio to make some really cool e-products. And I can see shooting more video down the road. In fact, I've made an investment in wireless lavalier and shotgun mic. My studio is lit with 1x1 panels. And I'm using these nice small lights for accent and fill. And I'm still using the light meter to get the exposure just right. But it doesn't work for everything I do in the field. You see, many of my jobs require me to be in fast-paced situations, to work in small spaces, and I really need speed lights. And I need the speed lights to be wireless. And on top of that, I really need and want wireless TTL technology. Well, heck, I've written a couple books about off-camera flash, and I talked a lot about that. So when mirrorless came along without that, well, I was at a loss. How about some of you? Many strobes and speed lights can be fired with mirrorless cameras. I've successfully fired my Dynalite Studio strobes with this GH3. My son has great success with his Fuji 100S and his Elechrome Rangers. And manufacturers have receiver transmitter devices that will attach between these and let them talk wirelessly. But they're manual. Look at these photographs I've taken in the past. I don't believe I could have captured the moment or told the story had I been fine-tuning and fiddling around with the manual setting on a flash. What's great is the ability to control the flashes from the camera. From the camera menu, I can set the A, B, and C groups. I can turn them on and off. I can adjust their output, again in TTL. You can see from the studio shots here with Lindsay the lighting setup that we've got and how it works as we go across in a progression of the main light flashing and exposing her face. And then we add the second light to fill in on the side. And finally we put the background light in place. All of that's done from the camera. I'm able to keep the rapport with my subject. I don't have to walk over to each one and make adjustments. As we wrap up this post, there's a couple things for you to keep in mind. This is an infrared system like the Canon and Nikon. In order for this flash to fire remotely, it's got to be line of sight with the sensor to the flash on the camera. If it's off too far or the distance is too great, it will not fire. The nice thing about Panasonic, however, with the GH4, not the GH3, technology's built in to let this flash become the commander unit, and it can be set to fire the remotes. Now clearly this gives a much bigger flash and a broader spread of light, which is going to let it work better in the wireless world. Here's kind of a neat little device. It's a light blocker. It goes on the top and it cuts out the flash, but it lets the infrared signal go through. That way, this flash can trigger the others, but not be part of the exposure. And finally, what I've done in many situations is attach a TTL dedicated cord between the flash and the camera. And that way, I can still have my wireless. I don't have to worry about line of sight, and I'm able to get those photographs. Thanks for watching.